What's up, guys? Here we go into a little film study, a little experimental thing that I'm going to be doing here, and we're going to be watching Keyshawn Davis versus Lemos. We're going to be watching it kind of in fast forward. We're going to be watching the full fight, okay? And we're going to be watching it fast forward because most of it, the stuff that's going on in the fight, kind of worthless information. We don't really need it. So we're going to be kind of watching it, going through it pretty quickly. Right away, getting on the line, getting off the line. Okay, little probing jab here, stepping forward. Immediately, his opponent coming in to get a lead hook into a leaping shot. Let's go ahead and just do normal. Boom. Now let's do only one speed here. Okay. But that leaping hook there, very interesting. Now, when he gets to this line here, he's going to get to this position, Lemos. He doesn't really do anything but leave, right? So because he didn't really do anything and leave, looks like Davis finds an opportunity to land a jab to the body. He doesn't actually have a very active guard. We see his hands are low here. You can very, very, very clearly see that punches can just go right over the top of it. Not really changing positions, and like a very common flaw in a lot of fighters. Take a look at his hands here. He has his lead hand, his right hand, kind of on the inside of the line here. It's not like this on one side of the line. It's kind of like this, right? And the reason is because he's trying to flick it back like this, like a back fist kind of weird thing here. But he winds up having both of his hands on the same side of the line. And this is going to cause him sometimes to maybe get hit by a right hand by a position like this. You see how Lemos just crossed the line here? Now, coming in with the little stepping jab. Boom. Now, again, another thing about Lemos or Davis coming forward, his hands are kind of like near his chin here, right? It's not a good guard. You can't block punches to your temple or to your head. Illegal move here, but not too bad, right? Kind of like a little bit of finesse there. But overall, not so far. Missing a few skills here. I won't say 20 seconds in, but Lemos crossing the line, right? Coming through and crossing the line. A little bit of a fake move right there from Davis. Okay. Again, that move is not really real. You're not going to do that in a fight against a real guy where you try to pivot on the front foot and like take that weird step around or whatever. It doesn't really work. Now, notice no leashing from Davis. He's looking to control and score with all his control punches. I don't want to say a lazy way to fight, but it's very, very, very hard to beat high level guys with the leaping shot here without controlling them on the outside. A lot of times once a guy gets so quick, a little feint right there low. Once a guy's so quick, boom, catching him with that leaping shot. Again, he's falling so far off balance with that shot. Very, very, very ugly leaping shot. Um, I forgot what I was saying about feinting, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just keep going here. Feinting him here. Very, very bad positioning from Lemos, right? Very, very exaggerated. And again, he can't really keep up with the speed here. Now, throwing a leaping shot and falling into this rear hand as he shifts forward. Not so bad. Another little stepping jab to the body there into a right hand. Okay, following up those shots. But again, with those stepping jabs or those jabs over the left, the right side of the line here, this one, he's kind of exposed to a right hand over the top. Now, again, there's that little fake move here. He gets to this position, tries to steal a left hand. It looks like he misses this shot here and doesn't really get any value. Now, catching him with that leaping shot. A few things that's going on here as well. He's not really crossing the line here. Davis isn't. Now, again, here, right hand rear over the top here. He looks like he's trying to block it, but he's kind of just has his gloves kind of in front, and it looks like this shot goes right around the guard here. Again, he's not really a guy who has his hands up in a good position. So as you see when I turn this way, look at all this space here. I can just be punched in the face. So he doesn't really have a good guard for that. Again, he's looking at his opponent doing that funny thing where like, woo, hey everybody, that didn't hurt me, that didn't phase me. Which is mostly just annoying. Leaping shot there. He does wind up getting under the rear hand, which is good. being able to see the leaping shot coming and then get out of the way of the follow-up shot means he's a little bit ahead of him. Not doing too bad so far. Again, really not crossing the line though. Very bladed, very on the right side of the line, very karate style. And I want to say Lemos is doing a good job of crossing his line or whatever, but he's not really. He's really not doing a good job with his attacks. He's not setting them up very well. It's very, very, very basic kind of chasing Davis around, and Davis really isn't even working that hard. Okay, now again, using that kind of jab to the body that he was using earlier, going over the top with the rear hand. No post punch defense, so we'll see if Lemos can get any control of that shot and counter it. Okay, a little stepping jab here, a little bit of crossing the line here, right? But very, very bad positioning still. Now, ducking below the waist and bringing your weight here, illegal. Okay, we saw what happened when he didn't do this and he got punched in the face against the ropes. So now he's going to start doing these kind of illegal moves where he ducks below the waist here. He still winds up coming up and getting hit with a punch, which is justice, right? He just didn't get hit with the hardest one, but the fact that he didn't come up and hold meant that he had to pay for the shot. Okay. Okay, catching the jab here. Now, I wonder if he'd be able to see the rear hand coming. It does look like he just continues pendulum stepping off the line. Again, not really bringing his guard with him. He feinted him with the hook right there and then did this fancy little move, but stuff like that doesn't work against like real athletes, real snappy or strong fighters. And I don't think that it would work against Tank. Okay. And again, that's what we want to be measuring all of this against is his ability to fight somebody like Tank, right? Leaping shot, makes it to this position here. Now, again, take a look at the position that he's in right here. It's very interesting because he's not really on the line here. He's kind of went up and he threw the shot and he's kind of down, but he does kind of body up here after. Now, later in the fight, he's going to get hit with that shot or hit with a shot in that position. Little fake boxing right there with the holding. A little bit of leashing and penduluming off the line. Again, not very good leashing though. Okay, not doing a very good job. Not finding counters off of that stuff. Controlling here, getting his opponent to walk right onto the line. This one was not bad, finding a shot here. Okay, trying to pivot on the front foot. Lemos turning southpaw right there and cutting off the angle a little bit. Now going back to orthodox. Getting controlled with the jab here and then eating a body shot. Now, Keyshawn kind of tries to get off the line here, but he crosses the line. He doesn't really block or defend his front foot position, and the move that he makes costs him a punch here, right? His opponent has more than enough time to set that punch up and land it off of that poor post-punch defense from him. Now, again, ducking below the waist here, this is literally illegal. If he jumps back up here and then smashes him in the head with his own head, smashes him in the face with his face, right? Like, look at how lucky he was that his glove was right there, speak of the devil, right? But again, that's a fake boxing move. You're not supposed to do it, okay? It's illegal. It's dangerous. You might also wind up putting your head down and your opponent punches you on the top of their head and break your hand, right? Now, he didn't really roll all the way under the line here, and this one's really important because he doesn't roll under the line, and look at him. He pays for it a little bit, right? Because, it's a fake move. You don't really want to be doing that. Oh my God. Little pendulum hook there. Leaping shot again. And again, he doesn't really protect that position very well. Look at him throwing that one. And again, so exposed because he doesn't really know what he's supposed to do after that. Leaping shot again. Again, very, very, very poor positioning from him. And it's interesting because you wouldn't really want to do that move unless you're trying to follow it up anyway. Okay, now he gets on the line here, moves to the front foot, parry the jab, misses. Now he's rolling to the front foot. And look at how many punches Keyshawn gets while he's rolling and doing all that, shenanigans, A little bit of fake boxing right there. Okay, so it starts off round 2. Okay, he's controlling the line. Again, the jab coming out, penduluming under, leaping shot. Here he comes. And again, he's shown that move. We saw Keyshawn right there get his block up and be prepared for the rear hand there. Again, when he comes, boom, boom. When he comes down, and now here's the block, right? As he's pivoting on the front foot. He sees the shot coming before Lemos can cross the line, so that it looks like the next time that he's going to do that move, Lemos trying to control and try to get to the front foot here, trying to parry the jab. Keyshawn bodying up there with that kind of crappy little post of a jab thing. Coming forward, again, fake move. Look at Lemos attack him, landing a shot here, landing a shot there. Not a clean shot. Looks like that second one's on his arm, but again, nothing special about Lemos, and he's still able to make this fake move, make him kind of pay for it and kind of find some points for it, some valuable stuff there. Again, a couple more follow-ups. Now again, controlling him. Here comes that leaping shot, and he pulls it just enough and then smashes him with that right hand. Very important because he was actually looking to cross the line and follow up on that leaping shot this time, and it just so happened that be the time that Davis follows up on and tries to counter that leaping shot and make him pay. So he winds up catching him with a great shot and dropping him. It's not even about whether it's the hardest shot or this or that. His opponent was punching with him as well, and he just wasn't expecting it. Okay, now again, very interesting. Lemos is still coming forward, right? Keyshawn knows he didn't really hurt him that much. It was more than enough time. Fake move to turn him out. Times him with a good body shot, but even though it's a little bit low, again, doesn't really have good post-punch defense. So after he lands that shot, Lemos still able to kind of follow up. You can't have bad post-punch defense against Tank Davis. His best move is a pull counter. And if you throw a shot at him and he blocks it or he pulls, he's going to be able to counter you with that uppercut and catch you on the inside. And it just doesn't look like even on Keyshawn's best day, he's going to be prepared for that kind of pull counter. Boom, boom. Now, getting on the line, and it looks like he's going to be throwing like either a jab to the body, or if he's going to be throwing a right hand to the body, or if he's going to be kind of doing that post thing and then tries to body up with him. But Lemos tries to go for a rear hand counter after bringing his arms in like this, and Keyshawn comes in with a left hook to the head instead of finishing that shot up, and really, really hurts him here. Catches him with a really, really good shot. And then again, it's just easy work here. Boom, catches him with the shot, and he's basically done here. He can't stop Keyshawn from just blasting him and throwing punches. Easy night. Easy night. Now, as easy as this fight was, this guy is not really in the caliber of athlete as somebody like, Tank Davis or Teofimo Lopez or Isaac Cruz or Ryan Garcia, or, Lemos is like not even as good as, Fonseca. A guy like that is better than him. So this is really not that big of a test. I do want to say it's kind of a big deal that he did hurt him and knock him out. It's a good job, dropped him twice and stopped him. That's like nothing small, but still showing a lot of flaws. He may wind up being a little bit better against a southpaw like Tank. Maybe he gets a lot of sparring with Shakur, and that teaches him where the line is and helps him figure out this, and that. And maybe he's better against southpaws on average than he is against orthodox fighters. But, Keyshawn is a guy who looks like he enjoys a decent size advantage against his opponents. And when you're measuring a guy and his success in a division, and he's always the biggest guy when he's fighting, think about what happened with Errol Spence as soon as he fought a guy who could actually fight and a guy who wasn't scared. Okay. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys are watching this video on YouTube and there's copyright stuff and half the video is missing, check it out on my Discord if you're looking for private coaching or semi-private coaching or a boxing community. In the Discord, there's over 100 drills personally designed by me to teach you how to fight, teach you how to move better, teach you how to become a better athlete, teach you striking, teach you all these things that you're supposed to do and put them all together. Okay, all the things that I am being critical of these guys about, I'll teach you how to fix them. Okay, it's $20 to sign up, $20 a month, or you can do one of the discounted versions for 6 months or a 1-year purchase. Or if you want private coaching, you don't want to send your stuff in and post it, you don't have to, I guess, suppose. I'm still going to make you eventually, but while you're developing and you look awkward, private coaching is $400 a year. You get a 1-year membership, and the reason I don't do it month by month anymore is because people don't stick with it. They this and that. And if they want results, I don't want to teach people who aren't going to train hard and work hard and just want one little tidbit. There's so much to learn. Okay, or check the video out on Patreon. The full video will be on Patreon as well. Blah, 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 blah.